Hello! Oh, it's a Tuesday and we're doing Disco Elysium. Oh, okay, thank you, Artificer, for banning the bot. Thank you. Oh, boy. I'm stretching really big. Oh boy. Okay. So, last time on Disco Elysium, we stole shoes off of a dead man. We did other things, but you know. We investigated a little bit underneath the doomed commercial district. We talked to Everett. We met Everett Clare and talked to him. We opened a door for him. We got the body down from the tree. We found a bullet in the body. Not the bullet that we left in there, mind you. We fucked that up, but this is a different bullet. We may have shot the body by accident, but we found a bullet from a different gun. Yeah. Is that about all we did last time? I don't know, that's my anime recap at the beginning. Anime recap or Glee intro. Pick your poison. What psychic damage would you like to receive today? Did it have butterfly wings? I know that's a reference to some kind of music thing, but boy oh boy do I not know what it is. So, an anime recap would have taken up half of my stream. I mean, you know what? Yeah, maybe. Look, I've only seen like one episode of Dragon Ball Z. Each. Except for, actually no, Dragon Ball Z I haven't seen. I've seen every other Dragon Ball a single episode of. Because me and my mod Lee, we do a thing where we watch a random episode of various pieces of media. So we watched some Dragon Ball stuff, but we couldn't find Z. That was the only one that our streaming service didn't have, which was disappointing. I just remember the baseball episode of, I think, like the most recent one. Or semi-recent. I don't know. We watched those boys play baseball. Okay. Ooh, 25 stream streak. Good job, Orphan. Wow. The baseball episode was very good. Anyway, important thing to note, cause once again it is, whoop. What was that noise? Oh shit! Good job, Lee. Stop this nerd. Alright. Welcome. I don't have to welcome you to the club. You've been here. Anyway, so welcome you. I don't need to welcome you to the club. You've been in the club for 6 months. So, anyway, what I was going to say, once again, like yesterday, the Palestine protest for Palestine has been going on this week, and I feel bad streaming without acknowledging it, so I'm gonna put a link in the chat here. There is this cool website you can go to. If Disco Elysium weren't so fucked in that it needs those content warnings, I would have had this pinned as well. I don't think I can pin two things, can I? No, I can't. Okay, I'll go back and pin the content warnings again. So this is a good link. If you don't have anything you can donate. This one just, like, if you click, it gets you a button. You click the button and it just gives some money to Palestine, basically. It uses, like, the ad revenue on the website from, like, I don't know if cookies are involved. No, I don't think so. Where it just, like, you know, you have to interact with the website a little bit for, like, ad rev to count, so it just uses that, and you can do that once a day, and that's, I think, a good one to show off, because, you know, that's just an easy, anyone can do it, right? So yeah, highly encourage that, like, pin that on your little task bars and stuff, bookmark it and shit. Alright, so that's that, and it's time for me to make Sans shut up and to make the volume a little bit different because the people like to speak quietly in this game, but I want to hear them. and then I go over and I make the music a bit louder, and then I hit the continue button and I hit the game button, and here we are. It is Wednesday, my dudes, in game. I already said it's Tuesday in real life. So we got these cool new boots that I think Kim is going to be upset when he realizes that. So we don't have to tell Kim. My plan today is to it's to just act like it's normal, and then near the end of the day I'll be like, hey Kim, do you want to take the body in for the autopsy? Because he's gonna leave whenever we do that. And at that point he'll notice. Maybe if I steal Kim's glasses, I don't know, is he nearsighted or farsighted? Shit. Anyway, we did for this, it was like, yeah, Kim will, leave for the rest of the day when that happens. And I want Kim to be with me as I'm looking around. We have this shot put ball that we got that might be similar enough to the boule for Renee. I did want to look at this. Okay, fractured bullet, measure head. That's all we got right now. Why does it hate it whenever I try to scroll like this? Why does it hate that? And like, then I try to scroll with the middle mouse wheel and it's so slow. Okay. How much did the map cost? No, I don't need... How much did the map cost in the bookstore? Meow. Because I might take that. That might be nice to have. There's cops here. Kim, it's the fuzz. And the gay! Oh shit.
You look like shit.
Did I click on you? I wasn't trying to click on you. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know, it's intentional.
Like undercover?
The woman in the RCM uniform interjects.
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Don't even try to win him over. He won't.
Okay then, see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
I think I have a jacket that's better for esprit de corps. What about all these other things? Jacket, shirt. No, pants. I'm not putting on those boots. Kim doesn't know that I have them, and he doesn't need to know. I look like shit? Let me switch my jacket. That'll fucking show you. I guess I'll keep talking to you. What about woman?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Are you with him? Point to the man in the sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman.
Yes, a policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
So, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. Okay, goodbye.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he's really having trouble believing this shit. Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Alright, let's try this out.
There's something
I
that binds you
fucking
to
knew
him.
it!
Some kind of an outfit, maybe.
God.
A uniform.
A nurse's uniform.
Yes, nurses. Why not?
This is gonna sound really weird, but are you by any chance a male nurse?
Why, yes. Yes, I am a male nurse. How could you tell?
Can you take a look at me? I've been through a lot lately.
Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I'm a neck and chin nurse. What you need is a head nurse. Sorry I couldn't help you out, buddy.
You can sometimes be a real asshole, you know that?
Surprisingly, the words don't seem to be directed at you. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a megastar?
Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again.
He didn't answer your question.
Now, will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming. Like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hangman again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation and a man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why am I telling you this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's more.
Okay, then see you around.
You-
I'll put on my other jacket. Oh, that one also gives me esprit de corps. This one, my disco ass blazer just sucks, actually. Okay. We got Lena. We got.
Hello, dear. There you are again.
Hi, Lena. I believe you've told me about all the cryptids, so that's all for now. Hey there, Gots.
Can I help you?
And about my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Here you
Good.
go.
You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I know, I was just getting it out of the way. Is there anything else with the routing?
Another thing.
Okay, never mind.
Yes?
Hey.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hello, adjust your tie. There he is again, the smoker on the balcony. Right here in the Whirling in Rags.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm gonna go down in history. I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He raises a glass to you. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Oh, shoot. Why not?
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return. To his
Return where?
opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does that mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Do I have
Bye-bye,
anything
gendarme.
that raises my composure? Because my composure is not great. Really? Okay, my stupid shoes.
Hi again, gendarme.
What is it about the way he carries himself?
It's the
Shit.
sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye. Alright. We've got you. I still haven't talked to the Hardy Boys. Is there a time on when I can open this? Okay, just any time in the Wednesday morning. I'll talk to you guys, sure. Hello?
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
I just wanted to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her arms.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. You're sure Easilio mentioned something about a lawyer, Elizabeth someone, but you're too dumb to remember what it was.
Damn. what's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Okay, thanks, Volition. I trust you more than authority, but still. I should talk to Titus then. Hello. It's a bull. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns and Union placards. Damn, they just do not care that I just took that rail. Howdy.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
So I gotta point out that that guy's name's Shanky, and I love that.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
I'm not gonna tell them about my occult vision. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
Case closed. Pack it up, boys!
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Game's over. We got the perpetrator.
No, you don't. What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
You murdered him, just like that. No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot? For 20 years? For life?
Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
F.
So is hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Everard Clare runs the Union. You answer to him, right?
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Evrard runs the Union. I run the Hardy Boys.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
These bitches know to get a lawyer. Alright. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The Fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out alive.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong?
Okay, there it is.
He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his mouth. If you read the content warnings and you saw that... Oh, did they not fucking pin? Stay pinned there, dumbass. These content warnings, yeah, we're gonna be talking about that a little bit more, unfortunately. That is going to be a part of the game. Discussions of it. We don't ever see it, but we're gonna be talking about it. Okay? And I can't elaborate further without spoiling anything, but yeah.
There's a slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Or raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Okay, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Okay. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Now you listen to me, Sonny Jim. Sorry, that's a stupid insult. The autopsy showed the victim's hands weren't tied. No signs of struggle. Explain this and make it real simple.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
And where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Let's try.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
first, tell me who's solid?
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
There's something you're not telling me.
Fuck off, Copper.
He just shakes his head.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Hey, you. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up, startled. His forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Right. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier.
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
This was a good move. Also, notice how Titus doesn't like her much, especially when she's calling the shots.
So, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny, rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner, with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down.
A
No
blonde
one's
man.
fucking you,
Sup?
stupid fuck.
A blonde man in his 30s agrees.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Saramirizian.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
The fat guy in the middle lets out a little chuckle.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said that the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Witness said that he saw 2 people of Areopagite descent and one of Mesk.
Arabagite?
Areopagite.
Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Nothing.
Great witness.
He must be really parched because he takes a giant gulp of beer.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
Do I have anything else to hear?
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
He takes a step closer as well, fixing a ball cap.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Easy now, let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
No more questions.
About fucking time.
You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
I do like Titus.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment. I'm gonna take off now. Do I have authority clothes? authority. I mean, Kim, can you turn around? I'll come here later tonight when Kim isn't here. Okay, alright, Kim. Let's go open the water lock. I do want to keep investigating below. Actually, wait, while we're here. Hey, will this shot put ball work as a bull? Come on, hurry up.
Officer! God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
I found you guys a new bull.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Exactly, and I really did try.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
Ooh, I know a little bit more of this. Let's try. Shit.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer? We still have a game to finish.
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement, there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Thank you for the information and your time. Alright. Waterlock. Waterlock. Oh? What's this? Plastic wrapped macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. Are these new things? Where? It says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says speakers from the people of Samara. This says food gift from the people of Messina. What's over here? Nothing? Is that stuff new? What do we got over here?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing
Plus
those
one
clothes. Keep saving
composure.
that economy.
And then over here.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
And then over here we have
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
plus one
100%
electrochemistry, plus
guarantee.
one perception. Let's leave for now. Howdy, lads. How's it hanging? Gonna push the button, gonna push the button, and I'm gonna be so cool.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the lever.
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Slow and steady. Here we go. Bonk. Water has been locked.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
But Kim, there could be information over here, Kim. We need it. The radio relay hums with electricity. There's also money over here, Kim. I definitely need that. Oop, box. Give box to me. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Plus one empathy, minus one logic. Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Communism. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Hell yeah, some monies. Let's go... Let's stay on the bottom. Let's look around this way. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. There's a house here. Oh, what was that? The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. 50 cents. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Cimetière. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Is this a sad song? Ooh. Is that a sad song? And then something in here. Hell yeah. That's that. I can't pick up those, can I? No? Some stairs. Can I... Okay, I can walk across that. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Yoink. I can go in here. The cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Got another postcard. Got a bow knot, +2 drama. Ooh, look at me! Aw, you're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Excellent, excellent. Put my jackets down here. Separate things out a little bit. Yes, yes. Maybe like... yeah. Yes, yes. Look at me. Wait, what's giving me -1 authority? My glasses. Okay, I'll need to remove those before I prove my authority to Titus. +2 drama. I mean, Inland Empire... Yeah, Inland Empire is still my highest stat. I was like, I think I'm good. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. There's also this boat here. I don't know if I need to worry about that right now. I'm trying to stay on, like, one side of it and keep going. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover, so I don't get lost. Sticking to an edge. Cinder blocks, charred. A makeshift fireplace with magazines for lighting. I assume this is just a place I could pass time on.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever...
Yeah, I get it. Oh, there's lads over here. Hello, lads. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. I can walk around this way, though. Oh, there's so many things over here. Wait, I can't walk... Oh, okay. Guess I'll go this way, then. Ooh, new pants! Kingdom of what? Kingdom of Conscience? Oh, moralist pants. I don't know if I want moralist pants. My organization. Alright. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. Actually, can I go this way? No. Alright, in that case... Let's double back, see what was to the top. What's that? The sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from the fabric, not fish. And up here, oh, a creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Well, we got a banged up fuel canister. There's some money over here. A bottle, drained of all its booze, frozen to the ice. Oh, more money. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. Just sort of ignoring the elephant in the room here. You know what? We can ignore the elephant in the room for a little bit longer. What's over here? Footprints in the snow. They lead away from the accident. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Tarred? Yeah, tarred. Person up there. Hello, hello. Alright, in here we have little thing. Money. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. More morale, more money. This over here. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. A wedding stone, well worn and covered in rust. Got some lads here. Hello, lads. Got some tear. Oh, money on the ground here. Yoink. Alright, is there 3 of you here? Let's talk to the laying down guy. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I am the law.
You really don't have to. Besides, he won't understand you anyway.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
That's why I said that, Kim. It's because I figured if I said it to anyone, he's gonna be the guy who doesn't fucking know. He mutters while trying to brush something off his extremely dirty trousers. His movements are slow and awkward. Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail!
Where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
I'm in danger.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand that you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough. He does not sound well at all.
Don't call.
Slowly, his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Well, there's 2 more of yous.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms, as if wanting to embrace you. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, it's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture you've got set up here.
Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good, got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Ads are in a couple seconds here.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. Huh. Impressive. Or maybe not approve. Well, I don't. There's none of these are good. I guess that, but impressive entrepreneurship. I approve.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
No one can buy spirits for 300 real. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was crazy earlier?
This guy.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where did you get the bottles of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
There they go. So, wow. Ads are happening to get a little bit of a break. If you're making some, like, art or writing or some shit, I don't know why you'd be writing and listening to this, you know, save your file. If you, I gotta plug the link again in the chat. That's the wrong one. That was an article about the thing. We don't need that. We don't need an article. Sorry. You don't need that. How do I delete my own message? Well, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm not allowed to delete my own messages. I want the actual fucking thing, not a Washington Post article. Or is that... No, that's not even the Washington Post article that I had in a different tab. Fuck. I'm so smart, chat. Oh, whatever. I don't... What link did I even fucking send? I just grabbed the first link I saw. AP? I was like, God, wait. Because I was so, like, looking at the ones that popped up over here. I was like, God, please don't say I sent a Washington fucking Post. I mean, you know what? Fucking whatever. Oh, man. I mean, stay informed. Read articles. I don't know what that one was. That one is from today, so... Yeah. I got these fucking guys over here. Could be worse, could be New York Times. Could always be worse. It could always be worse. You know? Could be a fucking Guardian article. God. What's this guy's name again? Rosemary? Is this just us making fun of people now? Alright, I'm thinking about this. Ooh, my drama's really good with my silly little outfit right now. I'm thinking about things that I could put my millions of skill points into. I keep thinking I want to hold off until, like, I don't have any white checks I can do. But, I still have a couple, I think, right now. Titus I can still do. I just re-unlocked the, Footprints in the Dust. There's some of these I can do again. It looks like most of the ones that I failed are the blue ones, the, Intellect. Which, I guess my Visual Calculus I could. That one has a good cap, or a very extended one because of my, What was it? Some kind of rock star? Yeah, it was that one. There's also all these inexplicable feminist agenda. How do I unlock that? Give me a second here. Ads stopped, but I want to look this up real quick. How do I get inexplicable feminist agenda? Oh shit, did I miss that? I might have missed that. I don't know. It's a conversation with Guts, but I don't know if I missed the opportunity or not. Alright. In that case, ad started during the middle of this guy talking, so I'll go ahead and reread what he said. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me £4 to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Assholes.
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Oh my god. Can I smell it first?
Yeah, be careful. It's extremely flammable. One spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it'll prove useful, yeah.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Should I take it, chat? I don't fucking know. Oh, but I mean, it's 3. I talked him down from 300, so, like, I don't know what this does.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
New task, spirit is eternal?
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Yeah, of course I'm not gonna fucking drink it. It's 98.7%. That's not... Look, I know that I don't drink alcohol, but that's not... I know that's way too much, alright?
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Yeah, I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
I'm a horse. What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer.
Oh?
You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I love dialogue options in this game. Yeah, I ride a little. I fucking ride till I die, bitch. Or I'm not sure I ride. This is like exactly what pops up in my brain whenever I or Rel start talking. I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I mean, yeah, I did take that bribe from that Joyce woman.
Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer.
Sure, and I got that giant novelty check from Everard.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
You could say I took some money from that Manana guy, too.
You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider.
Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself.
The grind never stops.
Are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
It's because of that guards guy riding my ass.
The guards man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a really big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
You know what? Fuck it. No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
What did I get from that? Indirect modes of taxation? Side bitch ideology. Okay, what does this give me? Oh my god, okay. If I take this, then any ultra-liberal dialogue options give me a real every time I choose them. But I also get -1 empathy in the end. And I'm an empathetic boy. Oh. I need to be wearing horrific necktie, I think. No? Horrific necktie is getting ready? Items. Oh, I can sell it for 6! I can make 100% profit. Or 200%? No, 100% profit. Because profit implies that, yeah. Liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This is 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Then we got this banged up fuel canister, a dented stainless steel canister for transporting and storing heavy fuel oil. A logo on its side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government issued red-dyed fuel oil. Inside looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. Then we got another postcard, but I don't read the postcards. And then we got man number 3. How's it hanging, lad?
Hey, tequila!
Hey, tequila! A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece Lycra trademark tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
This guy's art rules. Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I thought I was Raphael Cousteau.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
Once again, more evidence for Harry being trans. Her name is Tequila. Okay. Let's see here. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago. Those days are over now.
I got an achievement for saying I am the law 7 times. It's called the Lawbringer. Oh my god, only 5.7% of players have that achievement. Wow. I'm unique and cool.
Sadly, things aren't going that
I'm
well
not like
in
other
Idiot Doom
cops.
Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please don't go. Don't go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Maybe?
I don't think you're ready for that grade of reality yet. It'd be ill-advised for me to tell you. You gotta go do the intro yourself. Come back when you've been to the motor carriage. Tequila.
So, can you tell me the Tequila Sunset story now?
Didn't I already say? I don't want to be the one who breaks it to you. You have to get acquainted with the event first. It'd be irresponsible.
Fine.
And also scary to tell you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
I'll talk to you after I look at the car. Which I was saving to last, but I guess not that last anymore. Hello? Little
A
thing.
drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Boop, boop. Oh, I can't go that way. There's some children there. Oh, what's that? A little black swallow circles above you. You can hear it chirp. Okay, let's go back a bit here. A flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. The street sign is illegible below the graffiti. What's in here? Yoink! 50 cents. Yeah, let's go on this bucket. Kim, you're in front of the bucket. What are these doing in the fish? Oh, boots. Perception boots? Ooh, kill it. Kill it, Harry. Yeah. +1 perception of view from above. Ah, Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but it could be that it's also making you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings, now that you've gained a new perspective. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. The planks creak beneath your weight. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Yoink. Hello there.
Hi, officer.
Lillian? A woman in the raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I've got questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Behold! Point to the expression on your face.
Not bad.
Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Your expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village, where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Oh, this is such a I love that Kim being here is also a negative for it. Kim gives me a -1. The fact that I haven't explored is a -6, but maybe later. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals that are hard to find. Or, you know what? People who look for imaginary animals. I'll be honest with you.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else? Or is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Major narc over here. I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Yeah, maybe steer clear of the things reminded her of the floater she used to be married to.
Good
Just
point.
saying.
So I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Now it's a very low chance. But there's still a chance.
Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman.
Okay. Where's this going?
I need to be drunk. You do too. Please get drunk with me on a drunk date.
Absurdly and pointedly phrased. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want?
She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
Be seeing you. Kim, if you fucking tell anyone, I will become the Joker, Kim. I'm already so close to it already. You don't tell anyone, Kim. You saw nothing, okay? Look. I already know that the smoker on the balcony is too cool for me, Kim. This lady is also too cool for me. But the person playing me doesn't like women, so I feel like I have better chances, so I feel like it's less of a loss if I don't impress her. Kim, do not tell anyone. Okay. What are these little buttons up here? You can't see into the house from this angle. It's locked tight. Okay, she's humming for a lot longer than I thought she would. She's still going. Oh, it's Farajaka. Okay, she stopped. There we go. The woman next to the bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
Horrific necktie is talkative today. Is it because I took him off for like a brief moment and he's like, God, I gotta keep talking while I'm here. I didn't realize you could take me off. What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We want to take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Nice.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
There's gotta be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids.
Lillian.
A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I think I also met the drunks.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What about further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the nights. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka? or a half-demonic Apsara singing.
What else is down on the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Alright, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there. Just ghosts and vagrants and teenagers making out.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
One second. Do I have... One second here, ma'am. Let me think really hard about what my name is. Do I have... Because I remember one of these was like Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Okay, though, there it is. I was looking for Raphael. Okay, I don't have to introduce myself again. Call me Harry.
Why, I guess I will, Harry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry.
Hydrate.
Strong lad, but dumb as a rock.
What happened to him?
He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy. Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty.
Nasty, nasty. Where can someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
There's this guy, Gods, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
You got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
The key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Well, I got one more night of staying in there, and then I guess I don't have to worry about money anymore.
Finally, you have those lame-os of Martinez off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks.
Alright, I'm off. I already paid for it tonight, so I'll be doing that anyway. Hello there, children. Is this... What room is this? There's a child in here. Feels safe and warm in here, not like outside. I will talk to the other children first. It feels only proper. Hello, children.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking. Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Bye! Okay, kids. Have fun with your rocks. Hello, third child. There's also a bird and a fireplace. Let me look at the fireplace. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. What's up with that bird? I can just take it? Well, let me talk to the kid first.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity. What, is it because I walked in here and went, "There's a child," and then left?
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
What's that?
It's a grouse.
She yelps, smiling broadly.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Alright, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Oh well. Pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last 2 words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
And you can make a much better one.
Bye!
The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Thank you for the bird. Gart is going to be nice to me now, Kim. He better be. The cock's gone. What do we got? What do we got? Let me zoom out a little bit here. Where am I? Okay. Thing there. Now there's the sandcastle.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Kim, you're awesome. Let's go grab that.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
+2 interfacing. Oh shit! That's slightly better than the ones that I've been wearing. I'm wearing these now. Strength in digits. Clenching and unclenching your fist has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clinking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. Hell yeah. Oh.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I'll be responsible with this. It's just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Yeah, I want the full suit.
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor, figure out its vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities?
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Alright. That's that then. There's a ball there. I don't know if I can go up from there. What's this? Rust-eaten letters read Nazit. Ooh, nothing over there. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. What's this? Ooh, hidden money. Oh, this goes farther than I thought. Quick travel unlocked! A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. I remember what that is. I'll see that later. You know what? Let's look at my car. I mean... shit. Let's look at that car that could belong to anyone. I was being good and vague. Okay, let's look at this.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What's the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Let's sit on the swings and wait. Yeah!
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness.
Hell yeah. I did a good whistle.
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill. The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Do you think I'll ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking, if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Oh God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, it's mine! I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Things are just going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Alrighty. My badge and a jacket. What does my current one do? Conceptualization, this one, esprit de corps, and visual calculus. I'll take the visual calculus, I think. There we go. Organization, come on. Look at this grouse. The dead body of a grouse stuffed with some unknown material. From a distance, it might just pass off as the real thing. The bird itself looks extremely ruffled and slightly grumpy. And this badge. RCM Commander's jacket. United in black, sharp eye. A black uniform jacket with RCM's signature white rectangle on its sleeve and backside. Letters inside the collar read LTN2JFR. The jacket is of exceptional quality, other than some minor wear and tear. RCM badge, LTN2JFR Dubois. A thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
Eh? Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
No, my sideburns. Ads have started. Okay, we're taking a little bit of a break. You know, get up and stretch and shit. I tend to like pop my back and stuff. You know, have a good time. Let me get the actual fucking link. See, what happened last time, I was like, oh, I did a Control-Shift-T moment to get the tab back open. And then it was like, open on the fucking thank you for clicking link. And I was like, oh, I can't send the thank you for clicking link. Because then, like, it wouldn't, I don't know if that would send people to the right thing. So I hit back, and for some reason, the fucking thing disappeared. The link was, like, they changed the order of the links. Oh, boy. Anyway. Here it is again, in case you missed this earlier. It is, you just click on that. You don't have to spend any of your own money. But it still gives money to people in Palestine, and it's just a nice little, it's easy. You know, it's easy. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. Pouring river water in your socks. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. Do people think about that Tumblr post as often as I do? Because I think about that Tumblr post a lot. Oh boy. I've been thinking about like model stuff. God, I don't... Making a model is so fucking hard, and I need a lot more time to like even consider doing it again myself. And like I need to do a bit more research into people if I want to hire somebody for that. But I've been fucking thinking about this. Like, if I lean my head so much further to the side than I do. I like calibrated that shit all wrong because I lean my head so fucking far whenever I tilt my head, but I only do it a little. You guys don't realize how much I'm going warm. like my head is nearly touching my shoulder. I'm like just like warm. Sometimes you just like that. Huh? You missed that one? What did you miss? What do you mean? Bird to Gart. Spirit. What does this even mean here, this one? I don't know what this one is about. I don't understand. Didn't I get a new one over here? Indirect modes of taxation. That was a bit ago, actually. I don't know why I thought. Alright. The Tumblr post? That was like... That's why it's like... I feel like a 2014 kind of post. Maybe a little bit later. Let me just quickly Google pouring river water in... Oh my god, okay. Pouring river water in your socks. It's an outdated screenshot. It's not the old... It's not like the lines, but... Yeah, I was right. I didn't want to say it because it was... In case I was wrong, but yeah, it was by Tumblr user official United States. Because every time I think of that post, I always imagine a bald eagle in my brain. So it's like, of course. Oh my god, I forgot how high some of these were. I need to raise some of these, I will say. Me and my bajillion skill points that I don't spend. Ads have been done for a second, but I want a set of tracks. Okay. Okay, 8 maybe 10 years, the guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name? Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Strange. It doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Harrier Dubois it is, then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank? LTN-2JFR.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
And what is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decomptage?
Decomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos.
Okay.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
Okay.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Huh. Thanks for explaining all this.
My pleasure.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads...
Serial, Ref 126205 Jam 41.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Date of issue, 7th of November, 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
Harry's got seasonal depression.
I remember that time! That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Shut up, Necktie. Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Let's put that away then. Alright, what was this one? Ah, the fridge note. Bum bum bum. Well, that's that. Let's go talk to the guy who called me Tequila, I guess. Unless, is there... No, there's not. Whee! My speed is unbeatable. Why? There we go. I got rid of the thing going around my head. I was like, why is that still here? I figured it out. Well, I didn't figure out why it was still there, but I figured out how to get rid of it. Hello, lads. How's it hanging, dude?
Tequila Sunset.
Idiot Doom Spiral. I'm ready now. I've seen it. Tell me the story of Tequila Sunset.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man. The myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
He takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
I mean, it would be really fucked up if I did that. I'll give past me that.
Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Oh, yes you do, Bratushka! The only thing better than that is putting the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie. And off we go!
This guy fucking keeps... Why are you so talkative today, Necktie? You've been way more talkative ever since I bought this alcohol.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? the billboard.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the looms of reality.
Yeah, looms. Why not? Then you jammed the pedal and plowed right off the jetty and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Tequila sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah. Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
I got an achievement there for saying superstar things. What was that? Say 7 deranged superstar lines. Is that a superstar line? I guess me in the past?
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who cleared 501 cases.
501? Well, maybe I've taken 501, but I've solved 216.
As you've already determined, the actual number is just over 200. But what's a little embellishment between friends?
No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it.
I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yeah, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral?
I don't
A
have
bottle
anything
for
on
a
me right
story
now.
Seems fair to me. Then I will see you again once
Being
you've
yelled at by a
procured
dog.
some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
Be seeing you. Alright. Oop. A bit of an autosave moment there. Here we go, Kim. I've just had a crowbar in my hand this whole time, huh? Across we go. Let's keep sticking to the left. My speed is immense and incredible. How do I get over there? Or did I miss? Are there stairs of some sort? Ah, here we are. There's a shadow of a person there. Can I get up onto that? No? How do I get up onto that? Oh, we got this. No boat in the boathouse today. Ooh, +1 savoir-faire, -1 visual calculus, oversized superstar sunglasses. Ah, man. If I didn't need that visual calculus. A boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Aha, I can get up onto that from here. How do can I get over there? No? I can get up on top of this thing. Ancient paint is peeling off of this shaded bench covered in dust.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Alright. Visual calculus. Visual calculus. Visual calculus. Anything? 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 +1 visual calculus. -1 visual calculus. Alright. It's still a hard as hell check,
Scattering of
but
bullet holes is spread across the
17
cracked
is better than
wall,
8.
reaching from one corner, unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Fine, okay.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant...
Alright. The sign says, Entrée interdite. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Box. So, get around there. Not only the door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Some money over here. Yoink. In this box. Fallen Peepo Peepo? Oh yeah, I have really good perception. So I can put on this +2 logic hat. Oh! Oh! Oh no. Oh, that's awful. That's awful, Harry. My organization is I'm losing. Okay. Put those there. Hats. There we go. Harry, you look stupid as hell. Does one of my things do a -1 drama? Ah, okay. I was like, I'm wearing a drama shirt. Why don't I have any plus drama? That's why. I do have my, oh no, that's just only +1 still, and it also ups my electrochemistry, which I don't really want. Me and my little dress-up games over here. Can I get down anyway? Okay, I can only get down over here. Is there any way I can get over to that side? Kim, you're so fast! There's a guy over there, and a guy up there. Okay, let me... My speed is immeasurable. Okay, I can't... I'm gonna assume I just can't get over there. Alright. There's a bunch of people I've seen now. There's also this way. There's also that way. I'm gonna save the far right for last. Left or right, you know? I'm playing this game like I'm reading a book. Let's go to these lads down here. They're singular. It was the two that was up there. Okay, hello, hello. Oh no, there is lads. Plural. The buoy bops in the water. The number on it says 11.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Wait, I can't see anything.
You don't have a reason to. Yet.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Interesting. These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes, crumbling. The soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. Tiny cages, carefully constructed. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. he notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lena sent me. She's been worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose on the wind. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Seems puny, to be honest.
I mean, that's big. For a bug? That's big. So, why are you so interested in the stick bug? Doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long,
would be glory itself.
What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough, that even he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said that there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis.
Yes. The females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
Normally I would be right there along with you, Harry, but I was literally just talking about parthenogenesis IRL like a couple of days ago, because me and Lee were talking about Godzilla. We don't need to, you know what, I won't qualify that story any further. We were talking about Godzilla. That's it. That's pretty clever.
Yes, Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes.
How do the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you about something else.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Aww.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know this phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious
Hell yeah, I do.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could come back to the whirling, warm up, and come back to check the traps later?
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
I'm all in on this cryptid shit. I'm hooked.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
Where are the traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me.
Wise choice.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket. I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
So you're living out your childhood dream out here?
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So, how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere.
Don't say that about that salamander. I'm sure it's beautiful.
We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
And the insulinine phasmid will be the 3rd.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing.
Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too.
Real? I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
And has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
That dialogue is so different from what it said. What kinds of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
Thanks for explaining that. Now, about something else.
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena, or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
What cryptid did you almost catch? You said before that you almost caught one.
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
What are willow people?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
He says it in a self-explanatory, everyday manner.
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the Phasmid we're looking for here.
Wait, so I may have seen these willow people without knowing it?
You probably have.
How did you almost catch a willow person?
Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow, dashing through the grove.
And then?
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
He smirks.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
And Lena's sighting of the Phasmid, is that?
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting.
Nice. I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the gnome of Jeroma.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
Tell me.
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
Living? No.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
The dread moose?
Yes. The dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
Hold on, does it also attack people?
Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
Okay, what does a dread moose look like?
Just like an ordinary Arden moose.
Then how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
I'm 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists.
Of course you do.
Shut up, Kim.
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. Sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries. But, of course, nothing satiates the skepticism of...
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
Understood, Lieutenant.
The man tips his hat slightly and looks to you. I know about the biggest cryptid, the giant of Coco Nur.
That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
No.
Of course you haven't.
Have you seen it?
I haven't had a chance to travel to Coco Nur. No. And I likely never will. The Samaskill desert region has been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Sightings of towering luminosities have grown rare recently, while they once used to be constant.
I know about the Helicobacter catalensis.
Oh, everyone knows about that one.
Oh.
Thanks to Professor Mijanu being the talk of the town for a time.
A bit of jealousy there. He'd want that glory, truth be told. Even if he'd have to inject himself with bacteria to get it.
Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler, no one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nong-Ok.
The Nong-Ok?
A flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nong-Ok to run faster than any other avian. Perhaps any other animal. Who knows? When it's not hunting its prey in this manner, the Ok hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless prey below on the jungle floor. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment I respect. Really a shame she disappeared.
When did she disappear?
Oh, decades ago. In the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before us, even though she had unusual courage for someone from the other side.
Just tell me about a cool cryptid. Any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
And I can't ask
Me?
him about
I'm not a people
the
person,
Koldamomadakwa?
unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Just because, you know, I the Koldamomadakwa. Can I? No? I figured that would be one of the options. Enough tales then. Let's change the subject.
By all means.
I'll get going. Hey there, Gary. Your
Hello,
title...
I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Alright. I don't know what happened, but okay. Everything seems fine. I can't save right now. I'm in a conversation. Fucking Gary did that to me. I'm gonna blame Gary for this. Crypto-fascist? Not a great first impression there, Gary.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Are you oh my god. Wow. Oh, shit.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Not even a subtle racist.
Yellow man. That sounds awfully familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
I mean, I appreciate... You know what? Own it. It's easier to know. God, every racist we met has gotten even more obvious. And the fact that, like, more than Measurehead? Crazy.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew.
Dark times will do that to good men.
He nods gravely, then shifts his gaze to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yeah.
Well, this is that racist.
Are you Gary? Are you a racist?
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Yeah. Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
You look like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this. Home, in his colonial mug collection.
How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met.
He's trying not to look afraid, because that would be incriminating. Yet, he is.
You're acting kind of suspicious. Did I mention that the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you? Okay, I deserve that.
I had to
won't
take a
do it
very
again.
deep moment to consider.
You have my word. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property, I've been having trouble at work lately. The Quakos are price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, in the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What's that strange sound?
What sound?
That clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arm out slowly. This time, his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles. The smell of decay.
What sound?
I wanted to see what he says if I say this one. Don't mess with me, I think you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects.
Okay.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds
Nothing
and
different.
whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers,
you wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
Let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
He's visibly relieved it's over.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
So, Gary, you live nearby? In an apartment in Martinez?
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Clare must be very angry with you.
Mr. Everard?
The color drains from his face. Yes, he insisted that I open the door to your apartment.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
The man looks around, whispering. He makes sure no one hears you talk. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he doesn't like you.
I was probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night. About some theories. Stupid. Shouldn't have run my mouth loud like that. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
Ads are starting soon.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
Oh, wow. Ads immediately started. Oh, boy. This fucker. I'm gonna be honest. There's, like, dialogue that I missed that I was looking forward to here, that I was trying to get. Let me find this. Where, like, I don't know what I missed. I don't know what dialogue tree I went down. I can't find it. Fuck. There's a moment when you're talking to Kim about Measurehead. I remember getting this on my first playthrough where where it was just like, oh, this is our second racist, and I remember saying something like, this will be our lucky racist, the next one. And then when we met Gary, it was like, oh, this is the lucky racist. Where is this? Aha! Da-da-da-da-da. I found a screenshot of it. If I just do this... Chat, join me in MS Paint for a second. Yeah, that'll be our lucky racist. I remembered I took a screenshot of this last time. But I guess, yeah. I don't know why I didn't have it. Maybe it's... Oh, I probably failed the conceptualization check, didn't I? That's what I get for not being smart. I can't... Since I'm not smart, I can't find a lucky racist? That's sad. I need to be Apocalypse Cop more. Oh boy. Who put the clothes in the trash? Analyze Gary's composure, inspect the traps. I don't know if I can... I hope I can still talk to Gary even when he's, like, not here, because Gary's gonna leave in a sec. And I can't access my inventory right now. Composure is... aren't I pretty... Is composure, is that what is that the skill check I'm using? Whatever, I can quickly check my clothes once the ads are over. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Little guys. I'll heal my morale a little bit. I don't know, I think having not full morale and health, I think that might be bad for me. I think it, like, there's a negative, but I don't know what. I feel like I vaguely remember that. Anyway, ads are over.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
72% right now, actually. Let's just make it even better. Composure. Okay, +1 composure there. Anything else giving me composure? Before I do this, I need to make this guy fucking squirm. Need to beat the shit out of this guy. Cool, so that's +2. And just make sure nothing else subtracts from it. Great.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Of course.
I mean, officers.
Of course. Slightly better.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Something worn underneath it?
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He unbuttons the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso.
This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Give me that armor, now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Gross.
But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
Fucking God.
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Seolite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will
Good.
never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Thank you for your cooperation. Kim, if you want to punch that guy, I won't write you up. Police brutality is only okay when it's Kim Kitsuragi in my video games. God, let me put Oh, I can put the... I'm trying to organize over here. I can do that. And then, like, bit of this. Organization, baby. Alright, let's put on a different set of shoes. Why is that red? Oh, okay, because it's new. Never mind. I was like, what the fuck is that? Ba-ba-bum. Doing a bit better. God, I have so many skill points. Ba-ba-ba-ba. What is this? What is this? There's a little can over here. Yoink. Can I not walk this way? I cannot. Okay, so I can't check that trap yet. I believe I saw one down this way. Ba-ba-ba. There we are.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one.
No, you weren't.
He looks out to the sea, then you, laying the trap back on the ground. Alright, that's that. Running on a little journey. Are they gone? Yes, they are. I'll investigate that trap later. Or maybe I should do it now, just so I don't forget about it. Yeah.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Shout out to my dog. That's what he's collabing with me on this stream here. You know what? I'm gonna let him into my room. Let's see what he does. 1 second. You wanna make noises at me, please? He immediately goes down the stairs, away from me. As soon as I open the door, he runs away. Didn't even... He's like those memes of like the people mining for diamonds. The people mining for diamonds and then like they turn around right before... you know, right before they actually hit gold or whatever. Those stupid fucking inspirational TikTok whatevers. You know what I'm talking about? He's like them. Alright, let's hit the actual game button so you guys can see me again. Alright, we've got these people here. Bars, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it said bras at first. Bars cover these long dusty windows. There's a thing up there. It's interesting. Okay, that connects with that. I'll come here later. Actually, let me get that little bubble. Buzz. Hum. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. My speed. Oh.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know,
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
What the fuck? Why am I over here? Why the hell is my camera over there? Hello there. Excuse me. Yoink. Another power box. Charges nothing now. It's empty. Yoink. Oops, sorry, Kim. Didn't mean to talk to you.
Yes?
Logic. Fence blocks the path. No way on from here.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Hey there, you two. How's it hanging? I'm a
And
weirdo.
Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
He knows you, Kim.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book. Side note, I just double-checked as well, like during that conversation, just like casual Google. Going back to the lucky racist thing, if you say that that will be your lucky racist, Kim responds that he'll grant you 3 wishes. So I just needed to say that. I was like, do I remember that, or is that like a different weird interaction? No, it's that weird interaction.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
Worms.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. All 4 of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical, and Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
He smiles brightly, laugh lines around his eyes.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that, Ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
Tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to another building, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon, as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
He raises his finger, remembering something.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Hughes joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wompty Dumpty Dom Center? He did it. He said Wompty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, Paul Ackerman, Keith and Guy Joost, what are you talking about?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
What the... I believe this is one of the... I remember Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, yeah, I need that. Whatever the hell that is, I'm not even gonna look up what that gives me. I need that, though. I'm making this up. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throat.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
The Feld playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
I mean, I need to know this, right? This is the first skill point that I spend on the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center. Fuck it, man. Give me that Wompty Dumpty Dum Center. It's Wednesday morning, and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins, Guy and Keith Joost, are the stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers. Head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wompty Dommiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you if you're not there? Got -1 suggestion while I'm learning this, but you know, that's fine.
But of course, what else?
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
He brushes it off like it's not a thing at all.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
I don't want your money. I just wanted to see whether my profiling skills were working.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact.
He looks up again, a playful hint shining in his eyes.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind.
Okay.
You were saying?
Thank you. Goodbye.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Bye-bye. Okay. This way we go. Actually, I probably could have gone down, because I'm going down now. Down, down, I'll check that in a second. Let me make sure. Oh, I haven't looked over this way. What's that? Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Full of holes. Could these posts hide treasure? Look inside. Ooh. Holy shit. There's a lot. Okay. I can't walk over that. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. I believe I'd have to go, like, around. Like this? What's this? Looking back at you from the rust-colored water. You. And and then I get to that way. Can I go around like that, or... I wanna lower that drawbridge. How do I get over there, though? Oh, I got a drink. Hydrate. It's important. Inside, you hear the cozy sound of some heater sputtering. How do I get over there? I do not know. Maybe I have to go, like, around that building? Yeah, I go around like that. There's a bird! Okay, then I won't investigate that yet. Back up this way we go. A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. What do we got over here? Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Might as well.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Let's do a random.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the phone line howls in unison with her. I'm not a salesman, I was just calling a random number and you somehow ran with it.
This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common or mixed background from your voice. I just so wanted it to be Pierre. Have a pleasant evening, prankster.
Disconnect tone.
Let's do another one.
Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Yeah, sure, I'll be an asshole. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it, change your name.
What are you, like 5?
A woman's voice shouts something in the background when Gerard speaks again. And when Gerard speaks again, his voice is hushed.
Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone. Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I could help you? I'm a police officer?
The phone gets fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end. Disconnect tone.
A single lets you know the lieutenant is ready to move now. Fine. I'll do my job and investigate the murder. Okay. Some of those. Can I go behind that? I cannot. What do we got over here? Got a box there. Some prescription lenses? Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. A coin-operated weighing machine. Hasn't been used for a decade. Another postcard. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Aww, okay, Cam. Some money here. If I were okay, I've been trying to like not spoil anything. If I just like from my memory of like playing this partially a while ago, if I recall correctly, content warning, I think there's gonna be a dead body up here. So just saying that. If you want to look, if that's uncomfortable for you, look away from the screen and I will let you know if I was wrong. There's a big wine canister, it's open and empty, and I was right, there it is.
The smell. It's awful and
it's
familiar.
There. What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Careful. The floorboards look rotten and weak. Excuse me, dead body. Let me look at this over here first. The coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Hope you don't mind me looking in this little...
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Kebab wrapper?
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
Alright, dead body time. Wait,
A man
gosh.
lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, Beige trousers and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
True. It feels disrespectful.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Rubowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Might as well.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
In a ditch off a road below the 881, he thinks. A young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
You're right. I don't see anything criminal here. Let's leave it at that.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright. We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks south, the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad. This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him. Dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Why'd you say it like that, Kim? The lieutenant points at the ring around the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Alright, let's get off this boardwalk, Kim. Moonshine proudly. Smells like tasty fermentation. Actually, I think wasn't there like a bubble when I was like right around here? There we are. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. Oh, I did get alcohol earlier. I was wondering what that was. Got another postcard. Folded library card. A library card found from the pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of the Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Alright. Oh, what was that? Hell yeah!
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
In a completely different, mood.
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Encyclopedia passives give plus 10 XP and plus 2 real, but minus 2 suggestion because now I'm a pretentious wanker. Alright. I can deal with that, I think. Oh, my encyclopedia sucks. What's doing that to me? I think if I click on it here. Bonus from thoughts? Ah, the Call to Mama Dagwa. Did any of these give me encyclopedia that I could use as a bonus so I don't just walk around with a 0? Encyclopedia, anyone? Encyclopedia? Does there happen to be any kind of encyclopedia around here? Oh, hat. +2 logic, though. Yeah, it's either I don't have one or I don't have the other. Encyclopedia. Oh, these also give me encyclopedia, though. Okay, so I'll just wear those and then... Organization time. The organization time. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Look at me, I'm a fancy lad. Alright, so that's that. At least for now. We have a lot of things to do in my internal checklist. Not much we can do during this stream, I don't think. What do we got here? You can imagine why. Calls become terrible sometimes. I assume why the things were broken. What do we got over here? Church? You can view the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Ooh, there's money over here. Yoink. An altar shrouded in dark. Or something like that. It's too dark to tell. The sign reads St. Brune 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the doors to see if they open.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
It was worth a shot. Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency?
For Revachol aussi, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
He puts the handkerchief in his coat pocket. And what is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock, it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
I want the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker on my ledger, right on the cover.
Voila! Looks very modern.
Hell yeah. I'll do that later, maybe.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way.
I'm actually not that interested in the church right now.
It does seem rather irrelevant to our case.
The lieutenant nods. Kim's just like, holy shit. This guy just fucking said no to a weird side quest. What the fuck? I just want to walk around here, Kim. See if there's anything here. And then just... Oh wait, can I go back here? How the fuck do I get over there? I was just like, damn, I get to go over to I'm not gonna spoil it. But I remember what's over here, and I was excited to see it. Alright. I'll be doing that next time, at least. I thought I could open the stream with that next time, but I guess not. Alright. Thank you all for joining! Oh boy, this has been Disco Elysium. We're gonna be playing this again Monday and Tuesday next week. And then this Thursday, we're gonna be playing a little bit... We're gonna be starting... The Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a different murder mystery with, I assume, a very different vibe from the art I've seen. So I'm excited for that, and I will see you all then. Reminder to get your daily clicks in. If you have money that you can donate, definitely. There's lots of good organizations out there. Read articles like the one that I accidentally linked earlier. I don't know about that one. I don't know. As I said, that one came out earlier today, so I don't know what that one was. I'll look into it later, maybe. Anyway, that's about it. I don't think I have anything else to say. No? Not really. That's about it. So